Okay, we're here today with Mark Comba, Senior Security Guard with Xstrata Nickel. Mark, thanks for having me here today.
It's great having you.
Thank you. What is the purpose of security at this post, Mark?
Basically, we're here representing the company, and we're also protecting their best interests on site here. We monitor all traffic coming in and out.
Okay, and why are you monitoring this traffic?
Safety reasons. We're accountable for everybody on this site, and anybody coming on this site, we don't allow people driving all over. So we can't afford to have a stranger coming in here, going places where he's endangering himself or our employees or other contractors. So we're pretty well want control of who's on site, where they are, and where they're allowed to go.
And how do you make these controls?
We use parking. We use a lot of parking pass systems. We have different color codes. We have passes for our employees, certain contractors, salesmen, transports, drivers, and that. They also have a little package they have to take now to have a 20-minute site indoctrination on what they have to watch out for on the site as they're on site.
Excellent. Okay, now after someone comes by here and they have a parking pass, how do we know they're actually following the rules with respect to that parking pass?
Well, we're going to have cameras. First of all, we monitor our main intersection down below. We have cameras all over the site, but we're on patrol twice a day checking on things. We check our parking lots and we check the plant area, ensuring nobody's parked in front of hydrants or blocking doors. So, and we have a lot of employees that don't hesitate to call if somebody is parked or in the wrong spot or going down the wrong way or whatever. We like the employees, everybody reports to us pretty good.
Now, I notice here that you have a speed gun. What
Yes.
is the purpose of the speed gun?
We monitor speed on the property. The main speed limit on this site is 40 clicks an hour. Down in the plant area, it's 25, only because of molten metal of vehicles we have carrying train crossings, things like that. So we do monitor. We go out. We do monitor speed, and we try to keep as close a watch on as we can.
Okay, thank you. One of the things you mentioned to me earlier was that there is a swipe card system, and that has to do with safety, I believe. Can you explain that to me a bit?
Yeah, all contractors have to have their site-specific training, first of all, but they also have to have a NORCAT, and basically, when they come on site, they're swiping in. We know they're on site. If we ever have an emergency evacuation or anything, we can pull up the data, who's on site, where they are, so we can contact or find these people. We don't know if there's something major happens here, how to get a hold of these people. This is the best way of keeping track of who is on site at all times here during the day.
Excellent. So this is the main entrance into Xstrata Nickel.
Yes.
They have to come by here and they have either a proper parking pass. Now, if I'm a visitor, what am I to do?
You're going to park. We have parking lots here on the side. We get you to park there. You come in and we'll issue day passes. They're just for the day. We take your plate number, your pertinent information, you write down your contact person, who you were here to see, and then we issue a pass. We give directions to our parking lot. At the end of the day, they're to park and come in and sign out.
Okay, excellent. Now, if I work for Xstrata, if I'm coming or going, do I need to stop here, and is there any record of that?
Everybody stops at the gate, whether you're an employee or not, but yes, all our employees also have their own passes, which are hung on the mirror in each vehicle. And some have 2 and 3. If they have 2 and 3 vehicles, we give them 2 and 3 passes. So they're not forgetting if they take a different vehicle each day.
Well, it sounds to me like it would be pretty impossible to get onto this property without coming through here and you folks being aware of it.
Well,
That's fairly accurate?
I would hope to say yes, but that's one of the main reasons for cameras. Everything's videotaped, it's recorded, it's on record, so I mean, if there is ever an issue, we can go back and check, but I would say 99% of the time, yes.
I noticed there's a sign that says that vehicles may be inspected. Can you explain that to me?
Yeah, the whole reason behind inspecting vehicles here is obviously for theft, and not just theft. We also check them coming in, and one of the things we look at even coming in, we have our dump sites on the property, and some employee may come in with a truck full of garbage. Well, he's not allowed to put that on our site. So we've got to monitor that and keep an eye, and we'll tell the employee, look, on the way out, I better see the garbage. It's just, as far as the theft part, it's just to keep people honest. I mean, this is a big industry. We have a big plant. In shutdowns, we have hundreds of contractors on site. So we just do a random check. We don't check any certain number. It's very random, and by the end of the year, you'd be amazed how it balances out between contractors and Xstrata employees.
Mark, in the case of emergency, how say there was an emergency at the plant, what would be the security response here at the main gate?
If there's emergency on site here, the first thing, if I'm here on duty, I'm going to be calling my partner back because I'm going to need his help. What we do is both our gates go in a down position. No one is allowed access to our property from that point on. The main entrance is kept open for emergency vehicles, and if there's any people leaving the site because maybe they haven't heard the horn or anything, we record all people leaving the site at that time, names and what company they work for.
Do you conduct patrols from this site, or is there a security guard that does?
Yeah, we have our first aid will relieve us during the nights and weekends, but we do 2 patrols in a 24-hour period, 2 on day shift, 2 in night shift. These patrols are approximately 2 hours long. We spread them out, and we patrol the whole site. We cover all our back roads, all our gates, ensure they haven't been cut open or anything like that, and we're basically looking for trespassers, ATVs, skidoors, what have you. Anybody that's not to be on site.
Okay.
We also are monitoring the whole time, looking our road conditions. We make the call whether we need snow removal or salting and sanding. We make the call if we need grading done on the roads. There's pretty well any fires we might see, any bush fires. We're basically the eyes of this company through the day, but mostly we have a lot of people on site during the week. It's not as bad, but at night and on the weekends, we're the only ones that are touring this site. That's basically what we're doing in those patrols. We're very concerned about trespassing for the liability reason. For instance, we have a lot of heavy equipment driving on our roads, plus our own employees. They're driving down the roads, coming around corners. They are not expecting 4 ATVs coming down and 4 abreast coming at them. We've got to try and stay on top of it. We do post, we've got signs everywhere, but it seems that when they come on site with these ATVs, signs aren't an issue with them. They know they're trespassing. A lot of them take their plates off their vehicles. We do not chase anybody. We are not allowed to chase anybody. We get identification as best we can, then we make our occurrence reports, and then we file it to our supervisors. The gatehouse is you know, it can be very busy, but you see just about all types of things here. We get visitors here looking for North Bay that have driven through our gate, and we've had to run them down, and not chase them, but stop them, and they're looking for North Bay. It's just, you do encounter all types of people. You have to be prepared for it. Some people don't like being told they can't do things, and you do get flare-ups, so you've got to really be able to control yourself. I mean, it's not like you can do anything. You got to keep your calm and basically just report everything to your supervisors, and we're pretty good here because they do back us here and they do back us up well here. So if we have any major issues with anybody, it's dealt with, and it's dealt with pretty quick, and that's the way it should be.